for a minute, it was like, oh shit, that's like the most interesting division with shit
Yeah,
going
because
on.
you were there too. Like
Hmm.
you had a great feud, which we will talk about later.
Yeah. But speaking of feuds um and interest, next up is the best storyline slash angle, and we have four contenders for this one. Starting from the back, we've got the never-ending drama in the family. It
So
ended up getting two winner votes and five runner-up votes.
yeah, so the thing about the storyline is, I think it's a blanket term of like Chris Peacock's main character syndrome, and him guilt tripping the family the whole year. And he always like fought with Alistair, and then they got back together, and then Crash and Violet was upset at Peacock, and then they made up together, and it all culminated in an insane moment in Lights Out, where like Peacock, when everyone was expecting Alistair to turn on Peacock, the opposite happened, and I think
Hmm.
we will see a very interesting, very different Chris Peacock from now on. I think that
Lights
was a
out to
cool
the family.
storyline. Like at times it got tiring to read, seeing like how Chris Peacock was making himself the main character of the entire thing. It got tiring to read, but now that we have seen where it led to, like I'm willing to give it more benefit of the doubt.
Hmm. I agree. I agree with that completely. Um, it's no secret I'm not a Chris Peacock fan. I enjoy reading the promos. I just don't like Chris Peacock as a. If he was a real person, I would not like him, and that's where that's a testament to man's writing. He writes Peacock in a way that when I read his promos, I'm just like, oh, I hope he gets his ass beat or something. I don't like when anything good happens to Chris Peacock because I think he is the textbook definition of a narcissist.
Yeah, it
And
reminds you of like a 2010 John Cena in a way, right?
mm-hmm.
He does
Yep.
shit morally ambiguous, questionable, like manipulative shit, and yeah, you and expects to get cheered for it.
Yep, I think you to call him the 2010 John Cena is perfect, perfect, and I think that Aleister Black getting destroyed and Violet and Crash still being around. I think we end up seeing something big come from that with either Crash doing something to defend his partner down the line, or we see Violet finally become the hero of the story. But someone's got to put Chris Peacock down. Someone's got to do
We'll
it.
see, mate. We will see. I,
Yeah.
for one, love this new Chris Peacock. I would never do him like that.
We'll see how it goes. I'm interested. They've piqued my interest. Speaking of
So,
the something that's piqued the interest, let's talk about the NTR fixes the Fallout Eliminator tournament.
So yeah, we had an entire podcast episode breaking down the Fallout Eliminator tournament, and the thesis of that episode was that NTR deserved to fix the tournament because no one was able to beat NTR in the tournament,
100%.
and it caused riots like in kayfabe. Out of kayfabe, I thought some people might have been pissed, which is like fair, I guess, but like you should have come and beaten us then. But the thing is, in kayfabe, it caused like riots. Like there was the Belgian show first, where like Nova and then he did the finger poke of doom,
Would have been
and
pissed.
like and the Belgian crowd was fucking fuming. And at Paris, the same thing happened with Danny and Coney. I will say that Danny and Nova in that match, we both legit promoed, and like we would have gone with whoever ended up winning. Unfortunately, like Ha had real life issues in the final. That's
Hmm.
why he couldn't end up promoing, and that's why it might have looked a bit like a bit off, but he would have cut a real promo if like he wasn't dealing with real life issues. It caused riots, and at the end of it, we had like Chris Peacock. Even if we gave him shit for being John Cena, like he banded the entire roster together to like come and fight, uh, and prevent the possible a third fix with Best and Toner. And that was a very hype moment. Like the whole roster came out to brawl at the end of the Paris show.
Hmm.
So yeah, I think that was a very cool angle that we did.
I think you all uh fixed in tournament brilliant. Brilliant. Because I don't think it's a and I'm with you. If you outside of kayfabe, if you were upset about what NCR did. Only thing I can tell you is you could have stopped it. You could have stopped it.
Exactly.
We all could have stopped it, and the fact that we didn't makes me so happy because it made such an amazing moment. It's gave you guys, in my opinion, NTR is the NWO of FWA. That's how I see it. So many good, just heel moments where I was like, these guys are supposed to be the bad guys, but I am cheering for them. I want an NTR shirt. These guys are great, and fixing the Fallout Eliminator tournament, no matter who would have won, if it would have been Danny, if it would have been you, man, I would have been happy regardless. I love Danny Toner's character, which we'll talk about later on, but I thought Finger Poke of Doom, great callback. As a fan, I would have been pissed. I'd have been like, oh, this fuck these guys. But this, it just added to the heat, and that's why I said that build up to the Grand March, if there's no NTR, that show isn't as big in my opinion.
Yeah,
And
I'd
I,
agree with you. And that Fallout Eliminator tournament was much needed for us. I don't know if
mm-hmm.
I've spoken about it before. It was a tournament much needed because like we fucked up in the tag team tournament by like not showing the finals against the Vox
Oh shit.
Apprentice. Yeah, we had some shit going on and like we couldn't show.
Yeah,
And like we deprived the Fed of a big FTN versus Nova and he who must be not named match.
but I think you made up for it because even though we didn't get that match, the anticipation for it leading all the way up to Blood and Guts, when we finally get to see these two factions go together in a matchup that's supposed to be like this is a feud ending match. I think the wait was better than blowing our load there. So I'm actually happy you guys didn't promo.
Yeah,
The next,
yes, the next one we have a very interesting storyline: the Britney Spears lawsuit between Jackson Phoenix, Britney Spears, and our resident lawyer character and handler Shaban Fandres.
I'm gonna be honest.
Did you take a look at that storyline? Because it
No.
mostly played out, I think, by like news and character work section, and like Linz was legit writing legal documents about it, and that's what made it like very valuable in a lot of people's eyes, I think, because like you have a real life lawyer like writing legal stuff for a silly e-fed feud, and I think that's fantastic. I personally wouldn't vote it myself, but like I can see the appeal, but I didn't
Mhm.
see the appeal it having about like the family thing or like the entire tournament thing, and I think some people, the people that loved it like really loved it.
Mhm.
Like I don't want to call it divisive because it's not divisive. I think it's just a cool ass
No.
storyline, cool ass tidbit
Yeah.
in our fed. But like it has 5 winner votes with no runner-up votes. I think that speaks a bit about its appeal. Like it's not
Yeah.
for everyone. I can see like that everyone's gonna look at the character work section. I think more people should pay attention to what people are doing like outside of the shows and promos.
I agree.
But yeah, I found it interesting that it got second with 5 winner votes with like no runner-up votes. But like congratulations to them for like having something done mostly, not all of it was it at like news and character work section, but like most of the like striking stuff was there, and just from there, you guys made a storyline that finished second in storyline of the year, which I think is commendable. Even though, like I said, like I wouldn't like vote for it, and I didn't because I went first for our winner. No, wait, let me check it again. Yeah, I went. My first place vote was our winner isn't winner. Aaron Harrows has no friends with 6 winner votes and 4 runner-up votes. That was my first, and my second vote was the never-ending drama in the family. But let's talk about the winner, since you don't have much to say about. I think Britney Spears loves it one.
Yeah. No.
So let's.
I didn't follow that at all. I'm sorry, y'all. But Aaron Harrows has no friends. Hilarious. Hilarious. It's like, first of all, I love what Gip does. Gip has fun with his characters, but like the luck of Aaron Harrows is terrible, and that's just like the only way I can really put it. Just well, just terrible. I'm interested to see what happens now that we've got Brooklyn Steiner back. But Aaron Harrows, what the hell, man?
Yeah, this is the year, like storyline and gimmick wise, like Gib has really, like last year he leveled up, this year he leveled up again.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking about Aaron Harrows' character, and like we will discuss more about Aaron Harrows in the Character of the Year award. But like, what a good thread! Like he had Brooklyn Steiner, didn't work out. He got Similumpus, Similumpus fucking died. I think like his quote unquote friendship is Trixie is still rocky,
Mm-hmm.
and then I need to go reread the ladder match from Lysa to see if him and Dub's Switchblade Syndicate character is still friends, but I don't know if we know about it, but like I don't think that's going to hold up a bit, like because Aaron Harrows is goes to do a single spirit with Brooklyn Steiner, right? So yeah, Aaron Harrows has no friends. He cannot hold tag teams together. He cannot hold friends together. What the man is this? What the hell is this man going to do?
Gonna continue to have no friends. He walks alone. Who's the with Batista? Go ahead and hit that Batista theme. I
No,
walk
no, no, no,
alone.
no, 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 no. Anyway, yeah, it was storyline and gimmick and segment wise. This was a very, very, very strong year from Gip and Aaron Harrows. And I think this storyline winner is a deserved winner.
Yes,
So yeah,
I
shout out to
agree.
everyone who took their time to build storylines and angles throughout this year.
Yeah, and
Like
please.
it's easy to just come out, show and show, do your promo, and like wait for the results and do it
Mhm.
like all over again next cycle. But like these storylines are like the bread and butter of our Fed.
Absolutely. Yes. And continue to build those storylines and whatnot because the mods can only do so much with your character. And if you're not happy with the way that the mods maybe continuing a story between you and someone, or you really want to dig into something, start contributing, you know?
Yeah,
You
some
can make your
people
stories good.
exactly. Some people come up with such good storylines that makes me say, "Oh my god!" And speaking of "Oh my god," we have "Oh my god" moment of the year reward next.
Oh fuck. Shit. Sorry. I fucked up on something that I was writing. I tried to write happy birthday to somebody and I ended up writing happy birthday with a question mark. Like happy birthday? No, today
Is it really
isn't.
happy? Is it really your birthday?
Yeah, is
Are
it
you,
really? That's my OMG moment. But let's talk about these OMG moments that happened throughout the year of 2025. So, no, number four one is Aleister Black surrenders in blood and guts after learning Chris Peacock is going to be a father. Two winner votes, two runner-up votes. Oz, as somebody who was participating in that match, thoughts?
yes. So about that match, like there was an unspoken agreement though. If whoever wins the match lets the other do the finish they want. Like there was
Oh,
this
okay.
unspoken agreement. Yeah, because we won, and then Alistair, the Chris Peacock being a father, and then Alistair Black surrendering after that. I think that was a decision came from the family side, and I think that kept the family drama very much alive because even after that we saw like Alistair Black regretting that he did surrender.
Mm-hmm.
Like like the moment itself also like included Danny fucking holding Chris Peacock with the chains hanging him from the cage. That was such a sick finish. And
I thought you all really put a lot of work into that, but I was so bummed that Aleister Black had to be the one to surrender. I want so much more for Aleister. I just really do. What I've given up for I think it should have been I think we humanized Aleister Black and made him into someone who I was like, fuck man. That's a good friend right there, because I don't think Chris Peacock
yeah,
would have did the same.
we humanized Alistair so much that he fucking got suckered into that betrayal
Yeah,
at Lights Out. And
yeah.
that's the logical conclusion of like Alistair keeping Chris Peacock's interest above his own. Like that's the
Hmm.
logical end point of that. He gave Chris so much that like Chris just fucking whacked him in the head.
Yeah, gave him so much that Chris said, "Hey, you know what? I also want your career." Boop, took him out.
Exactly. At
Speaking of
3 we
careers,
have, yep, speaking of careers, at 3 we have Sean Summers retires at Back in Business with 3 winner votes and 6 runner-up votes,
hmm
which was my second place finish as well because wow, fucking Sean Summers retires, man. Sean Summers such a good career. He has helped make so many careers, helped shine, helped like he shined so many people, even the people who didn't really need to be shined. Like, who can forget when Sean Summers got beaten the fuck out of by that unspoken Irish friend in the tournament, and that
yeah,
gave him so much that of a killer edge. And then even before
yeah,
that, you had the Mike Parr feud, you had the Tommy Bedlam feud. Like, he like Sean Summers doesn't always wins. I think we have to agree that, but he always makes you look like the best character ever. He's not easy to beat. He will put you through hell, but at the end, you will always come out better for it. And
damn.
seeing such a man retire like that, damn man, that's such an oh my god moment. Because
Yeah.
oh my god, I don't want that to happen. I want Sean Summers to stay with me for 10 years at least.
Nah, man, he's done. High praise. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I love working with people and we getting to build those stories and really figure out, all right, how are we gonna make this work? If shit doesn't seem logical, we'll go back to the drawing board. And one of the things that I do when I work with people with Sean is because I think Sean Summers is an absolute garbage human being, and I'm not afraid to you embarrass Sean Summers because that's what he deserves. People like Sean Summers should truly be ostracized from society, but for some reason they keep on winning and going forward. So we have to deal with that. But in the FWA, we get to see even the Fed live up to his name, Fantasy, one of those Nazi sympathizing hom- uh, homo what do you call it? What is
Phobic.
homophobic? Yeah, homophobic, Zionist, all of those things above assholes finally gets his comeuppance. I think I knew that I was like, all right, if I don't win it back in business this year, Sean Summers is done. And the day I figured that out was the day that I sent SS a message and I said, hey, if Sean Summers loses to Danny Toner, I need it to look like this. And it was the where we got the whole Prague pummeling. And after that moment, I kind of knew Sean Summers is never going to be the same again because he just got handled by Danny Toner. And I knew that Danny Toner was involved in a lot of other stories, so we'd never get to see Sean get that revenge on Danny or any of the people who Danny was associated with. And I was just like, there's really nothing more for me to do with this character. I was going down the whole path of everybody called him a Nazi, and I was going down the path of him actually meeting up with and possibly joining the neo Nazis. But I was just like, that's not something anybody wants to read
Yeah, I think he's a
during this
lie,
time. Yeah, like no one wants to
especially with
read
this guy.
that. Yeah, and so I was just like, it's just time. Like I don't have anything else to say about Sean. So retiring against Cyrus Truth at Back in Business was great. An amazing send off with an amazing writing partner. Couldn't have asked for anything better.
So
Um,
at second place we have another revenge story. It's Aleister Black gets crucified by the nephews.
what's up with
In
this?
Great.
Aleister Black is getting his ass handed to him left and right.
Yeah, it wasn't a good year for Aleister, I will tell you that. He got crucified by the nephews, and that was another source of family drama. Because everything goes back to the family drama. Everything goes back to Chris Peacock.
Everything.
So yeah, this was in lead up to their BIB match. It was FTN against Vengador and Uncle GGG.
Mm-hmm.
Or was it just GGG? Ton Ton Ton. That's the guy I'm
I think
talking
it's
about.
time. Yeah. Either way.
Yeah, he got crucified, like legit. Like there were like crucifixion scars in his wrists. And then we had like spots over those scars in the Blood and Guts match.
Mhm.
But yeah, this was such an OMG moment. Like this is the definition of OMG award because a guy got fucking crucified. How do you not say oh my god to that?
Literally, truly.
It wasn't my top two, but it was still what the fuck. It was still oh my god moment.
Yeah, I think that
Because
that's such a
yeah,
wild thing to do to crucify
yeah,
someone in this day and age.
yeah. Do you have anything else to say about
That's
this?
it. Like just like the fact that I don't want to see it happen again though. I think that
I
I think
think
we
it
start
happened again because Excelsior got his revenge against Uncle GGG at
no,
PIV
but
after winning.
I'm saying like in general, I don't want to see the crucifixion happen again in the FWA because I think we're jumping the shark.
Okay,
Yeah.
easy there, Josh Drake.
I just think it is because it was like I don't know. Sometimes I'm even with real wrestling, they take me out of the whole element of it, and I'm just like, man, if you crucified somebody, like the a crucifixion was like almost like death. So it's kind of just like, yo, this motherfucker is stronger than Jesus. That's kind of wild. Um,
Aleister Black is Black Jesus. He's
he
literally called
is.
Black.
He is. So I guess, it all works out for the best for the character. But I don't think it should happen again in the Fed because I think we're starting to get into territory where, well, next up you can cut someone's head off and they'll just grow another one. That's
Yeah,
that's a slippery slope, but you know what I
yeah.
mean.
For me, there was an obvious winner, and that winner was rightfully won, and it was Traffic Con 2 is revealed to be Kaizen.
Oh my god. Oh my
8 winner
god.
votes, 3 runner-up votes. What's your thoughts on that?
Amazing. How break it down, Oz. What the fuck went into this? How did y'all know? Because like the whole time, I started to I started to become a fan of Coney, and I was just like, oh, I kind of
Who
like
isn't?
this Coney character, and then all of a sudden it's Kaizen.
Yes, it's the former FWA World Heavyweight Champion, the former head mod of Fantasy Wrestling Alliance, the former X Division GOAT, Kaizen, Tokoyaro, Swant, and all other cool ass names. To me, the most underrated wrestler, character, and handler in the history of Fantasy Wrestling Alliance. It's him, and he's back for vengeance, for traffic safety.
But you know
So
what's so crazy to me? He put the cone right back on.
yeah, he put the con right back on because the moment was about like, what can I do to make Chris Peacock stop strangle any toner? If I reveal myself, if I take the con suit off, it provides a shocking enough destruction to give Danny the upper hand.
Yeah.
Because you all have read like Traffic Con's promos, and the core promo and the main point of the con suit is safety.
Hmm.
Obviously, we will like there's a lot more to talk about that, which I will not go into this here because there's a lot of nuances, and we don't want this pod to last 10 hours.
It could.
I think it makes sense for him to go back to the cone because like he did it NTR one and everything was all sunshine and rainbows for NTR up until lights out, right?
Yeah.
He didn't need to be reason. Like he can put the con back on. That was a reason. And so if anyone's upset about losing the fucking traffic on Don't Speak, you lost to one of the best handlers in the history of the CFET.
Hell yeah, you did. Speaking of best, let's talk about the best group next. Oh wait, before we
Exactly.
do that,
Yeah.
who was your number one and runner up for this award?
One, traffic con is revealed to be Kaizen. Two, Sean Summers retires at Back in Business.
Oh my god, twin. We did the exact same. Okay. Okay. All right. Best group. So FWA is known for their groups. Some of these groups have been around for a long time. We got coming in at number 5, the Nephews, featuring Dio and SS. They got 5 runner-up votes. Nephews. I remember when they first started, the Nephews was one of the most hated groups in all of FWA. People were just like, "Oh, fuck the Nephews," literally. Um, and now and then as years went by, the Nephews started to become like a blueprint for, hey, you can build your own little faction with
Yeah,
characters that have their own personalities, quirks, and everything like that. And I think if FWA had a Trailblazer award that we gave out, we would give it to John because he truly gave the FWA a template for how to succeed with multiple characters with the nephews.
yeah, fully agree with you. Like this year was a bit turbulent for the nephews. They had like they uncle or maybe not uncle. They had that on whole Uncle GGG thing going on, where
Hmm.
like it wasn't fully confirmed if it was uncle, but it probably was uncle. But that's
More than
John.
likely.
That's for John to reveal at the end. And like Michelle was almost let the nephews and came back under the condition that she would be the undisputed leader of the nephews.
Hmm.
They nearly had Jeremy Best of the nephews. They had that offer. Like they were still active in storylines, and I think their activeness is reflected in how many runner-up votes they got.
Hmm.
At 4, we have the new manage featuring TJO, and that's XYZ's faction with the Bad Boys boy band, and they were the trios champions this year before losing it to the NTR Dojo at Lights Out. And TJO's XYZ storylines for the last couple of years, that's some of the it's beautiful.
Some of the
It
best
gets
storytelling.
tragic, it gets funny, it gets like heartwarming at times.
Hmm.
XYZ has grown into such a fucking like cinema of a character with the mom drama, like the friend drama, and then this whole bad boy fake out happened at Lights Out when it looked like Bad Boys boy band were going to turn on XYZ, but like Bad Boys had their own internal stuff, and like one of them stuck loyal to XYZ while the other tried to turn. I think like the do manages such a good group, and I'm happy that they got to shout and they got that this one winner vote.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, man. Um, I think I think people got to realize TGO is a Hall of Famer. He is a multi-time world champion handler. TGO is one of the great creative minds we have in the FWA, and I think honestly, if you ever want some advice on, like, hey, can I run something by you? What are your thoughts? How can I improve? Reach out to him. The dude's got a wealth of knowledge. I don't know how busy he may be in his personal life, but like, um, if I wanted to reach out for advice, that's one of the people who I'd reach out to because when I tell you each character he portrays is so unique and different compared to the others, no question about it.
Yeah, at 3 we have a mainstay faction of the FWA, also called FWA, but this time it stands for Friendship Wrestling Alliance, featuring Bongo and Dub. What do you think
I
about the
like it.
FWA in this past year?
This past year, I can't speak to it. Can't speak to it that much because I didn't follow their escapades as much as I would have liked to. A lot of shit happened for me this year to take my mind away for FWA, but the
And FWA.
and FWA, yes. But what I do know is the Friendship Wrestling Alliance. I remember when Dub first asked me, "Yo, can you make this logo for me?" Which was the FWA logo, but with Friendship Wrestling Alliance. And I just knew that this dude was about to put together something the funniest shit I've ever seen. And I remember reading in the past, uh, the Crash guy under the mask, Sir Mayor, all that stuff, Sir Stash. Like the motherfucker is just talented. And then you bring in Bongo, who just has some of the most craziest ideas. I can only imagine that this year they probably did some cool stuff. What about you? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I also think like they were unfortunate to like exist in a year where NTR against the family was the main storyline of the Fed,
Mm-hmm.
because they did a lot of stuff. Like Dub had like so many wins that I don't think I shouted out Jeremy Best for title reign enough when we were talking title reign. So let me do it now. Like Dub
Okay.
had some insane defenses, and a lot of those storylines involved the help he got from Friendship Wrestling Alliance. Especially like he had the Katsu defense, right? And
Mm-hmm.
from that, Lizzie Rose Katsu feud started and was batshit insane. Like that
Mm-hmm.
feud got so bonkers, and like it was so big of a part of the Fed that it took half the VIV night to one. That's how important that was.
Oh my god, yeah, it was. They did go throughout the entire show. I forgot all about that.
So yeah, that they were like, it wasn't just like what Jeremy Best is doing, but they had the Jeremy Best storylines and you had the Lizzie Rose storyline. So it was like a two-headed snake that both produced some insane quality work.
Hmm.
And for that, I think they deserve the top three space, even if like they didn't end up getting as many votes as like the family or NCR, because our storyline was like the main storyline of the year.
Oh yeah,
And when a faction warfare between two groups is like the main storyline, then another group, it will just have to like play catch up. And so yeah, FWA had to settle for the turbo. I thought it was a still very strong year for them, but I don't know if they're gonna exist come next year. So yeah, that was a good last hurrah for them. And at two, we had the family featuring Man, Roar, and Wolfie with 7 whopping winner votes and 2 runner-up votes.
I think we've jerked off the family and NTR, which is NTR the winner, with 8 winner votes and 2 runner-up votes. I mean, what more can we say about these two factions? You know, just the years that they had. NTR, like I said, I equate NTR to my NWO. I think they are so fucking 1997 cool. The family, like I said, they earlier, such an interesting concept with Chris Peacock showing true narcissist personality disorder and Aleister Black becoming humanized throughout this feud. And then Violet Dreyer, which I'm going to speak on a lot in when it comes to promo of the year. I think
I
just
don't think it
amazing.
was dominated, but you can still talk about
Oh,
it.
I know, but I'm going to speak on that one during that one. And then Crash, just amazing character. I mean, the family, unfortunately, just like every other family, has their issues, especially with a big issue with Chris Peacock fucking killing Aleister Black. But
Yeah,
I'm
that's
very
like the
happy of
biggest
the
deal, I
year.
think.
Yeah, I think
I went,
I'm happy with the year they've had.
I went family first and then FWA second. How did you go?
Really, I went NTR and then the family.
I literally cannot vote for NTR, mate. I'm a part of it.
I don't like the rule, but I get it. It actually makes a lot of sense. All right.
See, I didn't expect the gap between NTR and family to be this close. Actually, I thought we were the clear out winners. I'm not gonna
I
lie to
did
you.
too. I did too, but like I guess some people it was that finger poke of doom. That's what did it for you guys. People
I
hated it.
think Tig, I think Tig, me, and Ha might have all gone for family. That gives them like 3 winner votes alone, because
There
we
it
couldn't vote
is.
for
Yeah.
NTR. But
Yeah.
yeah, it was the family didn't end up winning their feud, and I think the experiment of the whole Grand Family faction came up with so much negatives for the characters in kayfabe than positives that they eventually went back to being FTN and they went to the contract shit before the lights out happened, at least.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think the branding of the family and that stable is going to be like a black mark on the characters' kayfabe records, because yeah, they went for it, they got their asses kicked, and they won't have like fond memories of it. But with the work they had done, they absolutely deserve to be recognized as one of the very best groups of
Mm,
this year, last
absolutely.
couple
I
of years
agree.
actually.
I
And
agree.
NTR, like I don't have anything else to say for NTR. I think we deserve to win and we won.
Period. Let's talk about tag teams. Um,
Exactly.
we've got
This
some
is yeah.
we've got some good tag teams in here. We got Vinji, which is Tauntaun and Uncle JJG, and Vengador, which that's really an interesting tag team in my opinion because Vengador, what a character, man. Let me tell you, reading those promos, him being like this whole bounty hunter thing, and then like his brother, him taking the mantle after his brother, but then to team up with Tauntaun Uncle JGG, what like that was just a what the hell? Very interesting tag team.
Yeah, how did you go on this?
For this one, I ended up going tag team, tag team, tag team. I only wanted one person, and that
FTN.
was FTN. Yeah, I said that's
Yeah,
tag.
that was the tag team of the year. They were the tag champs the whole year. They when
Yeah,
you're the tag champs through the entirety of this period, like how can you be not be the best tag team?
yeah, and they got 14 winner votes. That's a ridiculous amount. It was
It
like,
was a sweep.
it was yeah, it was a
That's the
sweep.
consequence of our not promoing in the
Yeah,
tag team tournament final.
there it
But
is,
still,
you
it's
guys.
a deserved award. I also went FTN. My runner-up was Cinematic Universe because of the work, mostly because of the work Aaron put. But we had also great stuff from like Brooklyn Steiner and Simulumpus, that fucking
Mhm.
panda.
Yeah, I love the Brooklyn Steiner character. I'm very looking forward to reading what Willis does this year with them. I think he's an interesting cat.
And those are the top two, but obviously outside of the top two, we also have like the Venji. Venji was an interesting tag team, and they had a
Mhm.
good defense. They ended up not winning, but they still ended up crucifying Alistair. So
Yeah,
we had all the bedrock of our tag team division. The always reliable, the Undisputed Alliance. They will always be there. There will never be an FWA without the Undisputed Alliance.
yeah, I agree. I remember when they first when Jimmy King was first putting that team together. I think I was like head booker
CWA?
of CWA at the time. We should break that down one day. That'd be fun. Um, and what's the, Jimmy King's characters were Nate Savage, um,
Jackson
Jackson
Phoenix.
Phoenix, and there was a girl. It was Jackson Phoenix's girlfriend, and the pig base was Mandy Rose. And I remember I gave them just a name. I just started calling them it, the Nasty Alliance.
Was it Ashley Adams or like Ashley Adams' little sister?
Yeah, it was her little sister. Yeah, yeah,
Like, I wasn't a CWA head, but I remember Jimmy can tell us more details once he listens to
yeah,
the pod, and I'm
yeah.
sure he will. He's a friend of the pod.
Absolutely, good friend of the pod. But I've loved them ever since then. I had them. They were on the poster of our Under Siege CDA card, CWA card, and it was because I was just like, these guys are the focal point right now. They were so interesting and still are to this day. To have a tag team with that much longevity, because I think that was I was living at my parents' house when I was CWA Booker, so that was almost like 10 years ago. That's a long
Insane
time to
logic.
be a tag team.
Yeah, at third place we have a tag team that will get definitely more votes next year in 2026. It's Vox Potentes, it's Jean-Luc Watkins and Concho Hao, featuring Cyrus and Supine Snake. SS's tag team record is kind of insane because we have talked about it before that SS has won tag team championships with three different characters from his own, three different handlers opposed
Hmm.
side, and three different characters opposed side. Like that man is the versatility goat when it comes to the tag team division. He keeps winning. Like he had the connection which was Michelle and Grayson. He had Man Out of Time which was very dear to my heart, Stu Grimes and Caesar. And then
Hmm.
now we have Vox Potentes with Jean-Luc and Conchu. What do you think about Vox?
I
Our new
read
tag
the
team.
promo for the tag team championships and I was blown away. I was
That was so good.
completely blown away. I thought
We
that was
both
one of the best.
we both graded that match, right?
Yeah, yeah, we did.
And we
Um,
both went to Vox over FTN for that match.
yeah, yeah. I thought, wow, this is great. It was great writing from beginning to end. And it was I'm looking forward to reading more of their work. But like also I do think it's kind of funny that FTN's title reign was ended by the commentary team.
Yeah, exactly, because of like Chris Peacock has so many like things with like commentators, right? He crippled
Yeah.
Christian Cage, the commentator. He had Ellen Price commentator as a manager, but then they fell out. You know what? Will Ellen Price return with heel Chris?
Ooh, that's
I'm
interesting.
putting it out there. Like, man might want to do something different, but like, I'm curious if like he has considered bringing Ellen Price back. We will see.
We'll
Maybe
see.
this year. So this was our tag team division, tag team votes this year. Very deserved winner, a very high margin of victory.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can't like beef with that decision. Like speaking of beef, what about like best feud?
That's feuds. I
Yeah,
mean,
it's in the next page, so like you might have to go to the third page.
oh yeah, I'm on it. It's we've had in this 2025, we had some pretty big beefs going on. We start off with Katsu versus Lizzie Rose, four runner-up votes. In fifth place. My God, what a personal feud. What a Lizzie Rose to go from this kid-friendly, almost like itsy little girl to this psychopath who you have
Yeah, she
to.
went from Balcony. She was kind of like Balcony. They were like more of an underdog Brooklyn vibes.
Mhm.
Like she never had that definitive long women's division reign to establish herself like Belle did. Like Lizzie took it to like another level. Like Belle tried to be this crazy manic person when she turned heel, but like it really didn't get off the ground. But Lizzie was something else. I
So
think like
yeah,
AON did with like heel Lizzie what he couldn't do with heel Belle, and that's like very commendable. And that feud with like Lizzie tormenting Katsu's friends, like she slashes them up like Thriller style, slasher style, gets them up one by one, and she torments them, and then we have this big ass match in BIB Night One. Yeah, you might remember I was saying like Katsu and Lizzie had the best build going into the BIB, and I kind of still stand by that, even though I voted like Truth Summers first and Katsu Lizzie second. I think I still stand by that because like that was such a like a big insane build between like two handlers that do this storyline stuff very well, and they're very active in like building their own characters.
yeah, man. I thought that Lizzie Rose and Hatu, that whole entire match at Back in Business, just everything that they put into it with the build and said, you see through Katsu's promos, her friends mean a lot to her, and to see
Exactly.
Lizzie Rose go in there and just fucking around with them and really ruining their lives. I was like, wow, man, I didn't think AON had it in him, and he killed it with that.
Yeah, you're gonna
Um,
talk about that's what I'm doing. What I'm doing to Dennis Honor.
oh shit, I can't look. I'm looking forward to that. But it's just yeah. That was a banger feud with a great culmination. Very dark culmination at that. Loved everything about reading that match head back in business.
That deserved at least like one vote. I'm gonna be
Mhm.
honest with you. I think that might have gotten too underrated, but like four runner-up votes is still strong and means like yeah, a lot of people considered you as one of the best.
Absolutely. Now, this next one is one that I didn't even think about. It's Aleister Black versus himself. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I kind of agree with SS that that's more of a storyline than a feud. And I didn't vote for it, but like, yeah, Aleister Black had a lot of self introspection to do this year.
Yeah,
Like
man.
when it comes to his position in the family, his relationship with Chris, his hatred against Danny Toner, his position in FWA, or like if he has grown too soft, or can he still be a killer? Like all of these questions were asked by Alistair about Alistair.
Mm-hmm.
If this was in storyline, I like that would have gotten my votes, I think,
Oh yeah, it
or
would have
maybe
definitely
not.
got more
Like
votes.
still,
I think there was a promo that Raw did where he had Aleister Black go back home, and we got to meet his family and get. I think that promo really, really was like the start of, in my opinion, bringing Aleister into making him into more of a 3D character, because we got to see his relationship with his family and how that has impacted him throughout his entire life and built him into the person that he is today. Not a fan of his parents in any way. After reading that promo, um, it was kind of heartbreaking, but this Aleister Black is battling demons, and
exactly.
within himself, and it'll be interesting if Baby Cake's Raw decides to go into more detail about that, or if we see him take this a long sabbatical and then he comes back and writes more about where Aleister Black has gone and how that battle is between himself within himself has impacted him, as well as the betrayal from Chris Peacock.
So yeah, at 3 we had a proper blood feud. Like, this is one of the most hate-filled feuds I have ever read in FWA. And it consisted of 2 former Coven members, Blair Ravenwood and Trixie Bordeaux. That
Mhm.
was a long-running feud. Like, the majority of the feud didn't take place in 2025, but we got to see the big culmination of this feud after
Mhm.
Trixie returned and challenged Blair for the X title. And we had this big blow-off match, and at the end, Trixie learns to forgive, comes to Jesus, and her heart grows 2 sizes.
Is that not a wholesome ending for a story?
Yeah, good for Trixie, but sometimes you gotta shank a bitch, you know.
Sometimes that's what it calls for, man. We've all been there before. Um, I think this is also a testament to Sully as a writer as well. Sully,
As
former
well,
World
she.
Champion, yeah, but like I give him Welky so many props this call. I gotta give Sully his props
Yeah,
too.
fully agree with you. Sully, I think, had a great handle on Blair Ravenwood. Like,
Mhm. Yeah, I
this,
think
like,
he's
bitchy Queen Bee character,
yeah.
he made it so incredible.
I
Like,
love the
he's so good
Queen
at
Bee
throwing
character.
shade.
And then like I also love that he got to bring back Dave Sullivan, but also he got to use the rep of his favorite character. I mean, not character, singer, Taylor Swift. I think Sully unknowingly wrote Taylor Swift how I think that Taylor Swift actually is with her friends and people around her. So I
Yeah,
thought that was interesting.
I'm not that familiar with the culture to speak of Taylor Swift's personality, but
Yeah.
like, yeah, I liked her portrayal a lot. I could have done without like the AI Queen Bee pictures, but like, it's he did it like to capture the vibes.
Mm-hmm.
So, speaking of AI pictures, I can also do without the Aaron Harrow's potato pictures. Linz, please stop. We're saying that to you as this is an intervention. Please let the potato Aaron Harris go.
Please.
Anyway, enough with that. That was a very heated feud. If the
Mm-hmm.
majority of it was this year, then this could have given the top 2 a run for its money because it was just that heated. But even with like we got to see the tail end of it, it was still enough to get 3 winner votes and 2 runner-up votes. What can I
Yeah.
say? They
Did he get
know they
nominated?
knew how to bring the hatred and the heat.
Did he get nominated last year too, or no?
Hmm?
Did he get nominated last year as well?
I need to go check it again. Let me do that.
Okay.
He might have, yeah, because like the majority of it was the last awards season, as far as I
Yeah.
remember. Okay. Yeah, it was nominated for Best Field. Let me see if it won. It came fourth. It had
Yeah.
less votes, but like last year it was Best Crash and then NTR FTN and then Michelle Shawn.
Hmm.
That was the top 3. Speaking of NTR FTN, the second place was, to my surprise, was Family NTR. We couldn't beat Truth and Summers.
I mean, what more can we say about NCR versus the family that we have? And
Yeah,
it's an amazing feud overall. Everyone
personally,
loved all the work you did.
personally, I thought we should have won, but like then again, there was like 7 people involved with this feud, and none of them could vote for it.
Yeah.
And I think we all went Truth Summers because I went Truth Summers at 1 and Lizzie Katsu at 2. How
I
did you go?
did. Of course, I did me first, True Summers, and then the family NTR.
Okay, okay, I got
Um, I think one thing I will say about True Summers is that feud has been going on, or has been like a
you.
stop and
CWA.
go. Yeah, since CWA. Started at the Wrestle Royal one year, and then on Summers it was the only was he beat Cyrus Truth each time they faced each other, and then in his final time Cyrus True finally pulls out the victory when it 100% needed to happen. So amazing feud. Loved working with Cyrus. Dude's an amazing writer. Um, Great mind, creative mind. And then that live read, my God, that'll go down in history as one of the best match reads I've ever heard. We'll probably
Yeah,
ever hear in the FWA.
yeah. That like it will be immortalized because like Cyrus, he's a fucking D&D GM, and
Mm-hmm.
he brings that quality when he reads that match.
Mm-hmm.
You fucking leave that match. You're in the nearest spot to the ring. What is it called? Like the barricade. You're just one
Yeah.
behind the barricade. You're
Yeah.
in that spot and you're watching the match.
Yeah. He definitely
And
brought you, immersed you into it. Yeah.
then on top of it, we heard Cyrus say, "My pussy tastes like Pepsi Cola."
Moment of the year. There we go. Oh man, I wish he would
And
have recorded that. That would be great.
according to what Man wrote, this is Sean Summers' third feud of the year.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah, Sean versus Parr and Sean versus Tommy Bedlam has also won in the past.
Oh shit. If you
So
want feud of the year,
yeah,
hit me up.
that all speaks to what I have said about Summers, that like he's going to put you to a ringer, but when it's all said and done, he's going to make you look like $1 million.
Oh, thank
And
you.
in all these great feuds, you obviously have to have great promos. And speaking
Hmm.
of great promos, it's time to for one of the big dogs left, and that is the best promo of the year awards. We had one, two, three, four, five, six, seven nominees this year.
Crazy.
Would you mind going through from back to first for me?
Absolutely. At number 7, the Mariners' Revenge song, Michelle Von Horowitz, Back in Business versus Jeremy Best, got 7 runner-up votes. I remember
Seven
this
runner up.
one. Yeah, I remember this
I
one.
also remember this one.
This one was an
Amazing
interesting
promo.
one. Yeah,
Amazing promo.
wasn't it back? It took us back in the pretty much the past or whatever, set in its
It
own little
was,
world.
yeah, it was the promo where it was like the Spanish maritime setting where they're
Hmm.
like hunting whales.
Yeah, but you also get that scene where it's like the priesthood and all this stuff. SS, I don't know. I don't know what he. I want to go in there and investigate that brain because the writing in that one was just so good, and the ideas and the themes, just some good shit. Uh,
And this is the promo that won the Back in Business main event, and it didn't get a single winner vote,
is
which
that
I
not
think is a
wild?
mistake. But it got seven runner-up was, which I said like a seven runner-up vote probably speaks more to your promo than like getting like one winner or like two runner-ups.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I
But
agree.
still, getting one winner vote is still very fucking valuable because this is the
Yeah.
best promo of the year. There are like hundreds of promos each year, and this is the one people saw as the best of the year.
Mm-hmm.
And seven people thought this was the second best promo of the year.
Mm.
And it's hard to find fault in that. Even though I didn't have it in my top two, it will probably be my third choice.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it was a
Um, One that I was like
that's
very surprised to see in this category, not because I was just like, oh, it wasn't one of the best prom. I was just like, oh shit. Um that's interesting. Like that's a good thing to see is the tippy top Trixie Bordeaux promo by Welshie that he did for the open challenge. Like,
yes.
wow, you see how things can go where people you wouldn't have it last year. We wouldn't Welchie putting out a Trixie Bordeaux promo, amazing stuff, but it'd be like, oh man, it's getting closer to that top. This one right here, the title says it, they're at the tippy top, as one of the best writers in the Fed with this promo.
Yeah, exactly. Like you said, last year it would have been like an unthinkable, but this year it's thinkable because Sebastian has only stepped up, but like
Hmm.
did his best work ever, which he also agrees that is best work ever. Like
Hmm.
he took it to Michelle, and I think, yeah, it is best promo, got the nominations, and got one winner vote. Like you can't find any fault in that.
Not at all. And then the promo that got tied with Welshie's for fifth place was a space RP, and it was the family at Fallout 53. But I can't talk about that promo without also mentioning the number 4, which is We Are Still Live, NTR at Fallout 53. So, Oz, when you had to go up against a space RP, what was your thoughts about it when you read it? Or have you read it?
Yeah, I obviously read it. Thing about
Yeah.
Space RP is that man admitted to me they went with space because they know I have like the Star Wars style space promos. Not that's mostly a joke, but like they
No, no,
went
no,
for
no.
that.
I get it. They went for some they went for the troll session, which I love a good troll. I'm never gonna deny that.
Like
But
it wasn't that big of a trouble. Like man was joking around saying like we went Space RP because like Oz hates space shit.
yeah, but
But that
so
was a fantastic promo, by the way. Like it was the clearest picture of like the family drama we might have gotten. Like
yeah,
it was like
you-
very very close in the grading as well. I think we won by like 0.1.
which is wild. It's staying, but it also is not lost on me that this was a part. These two promos were part of the match that ended up being like one of the top match of the year. That's some impressive shit from all of you, you know?
Yeah, I think I said that in the like when we were hyping our own promos in those posts.
Mm-hmm.
I said like we are like a space RP like a very birdsy promo. Like could have beaten us. Like it was very close. And it like I said, it conveyed the dynamics within the family very well, and like it asked the important questions about like Peacock and his relationship with Alistair, and we had like Violet and Crash like chipping in as well, and the guilt they felt, at least Violet felt for Crash, and Alistair felt for Crash, and those dynamics were all in forefront. I think maybe like I'm wondering, without the space drop, without the space backdrop, could they have done even better? Like it led me to that question, but at the end of the day, they did something phenomenal, and it got a top 5 finish in promo of the
Yeah,
year contention.
yeah.
And
Huge
like at
shit.
4, at VR is still live, and that promo might be like that's like nothing I can do, nothing I can say about the promo will make it justice, because like we really didn't know we had this in us.
Mm-hmm. How
Like
long
it's
was this promo, by the way, that one? Like
hmm?
approximately, how many words did you guys turn out for that? We Are Still Alive.
I think it was about like 12K, 14K. I don't
Okay.
fully remember. Like it was the culmination of everything like ANTR related we had done up to that point. Like all the tension within the dojo coming to front. Like
Mm-hmm.
it exploded at the
Mm-hmm.
end. And like we did all perspectives of all ANTR members.
It felt like a season finale. That's how I always like to
Yeah, like
describe these. You guys wrote a really good season finale where if you all lost and it was just like, okay, that's it. I'd have been like, oh man, that was a good way to end things. And like if they come back for another season, I'm hooked. But you all ended up pulling out the victory, and that made me even happier because we got to read, a little bit more about NCR, and that is it is one of the deepest lore driven stables I think we've had in FWA period, and it makes me actually happy that executive excellence failed when Danny originally brought that back, because I think of that as a stain on Danny Toner. Um,
I wouldn't call it a stain, but like
it just
it
didn't.
was kind of clear to all of us that it happened because NTR didn't happen back then.
Yes, but like I call it a stain, and I don't mean it to be mean. I mean it to be kind of like it's a stain because it how do I put this? It's a stain because of
You didn't think he needed it.
I didn't think he
Is
needed
that
it.
is that so?
That's very true. Yeah, it's a stain because I felt as though Danny Toner by himself was a more interesting character than him with surrounding himself with
I get what you mean, but like
executive
it
excellence.
was a good backdrop to the Danny Toner's definitive World title reign. Like I
Yeah.
wasn't as negative on it as like some people are, but yeah, I think what we did with NTR is like better than the last iteration of executive excellence. And
Oh yeah.
with we are still live, like I'm so fucking proud we ended up doing that.
Oh yeah. You guys should be. Um,
And speaking of proud,
there we
at
go.
third place they got the Michelle Yacht, that's No Diamond promo at Meltdown IL against Michelle von Horowitz. That is the promo that beat Michelle, and that's Michelle's only one-on-one loss in 2025.
Is that
And
not
that
fucking
promo,
massive?
yeah, that's also a massive fucking promo. I think that was also like 12, 13K.
Mhm.
The idea was that the idea came from like a personal place because like I was upset I have never beaten SS before. And the promo's topic is that how the fuck do I beat Michelle? And then for inspiration, the 9 muses of Greek mythology come and inspire Nova. That's the crux of the promo.
Now, I've seen you do Greek mythology in the past. Is that something that like you are really interested in?
I like. Do you count Caesar stuff as Greek mythology? Because there was one mood promo where they go to the temple of the Greek goddess of magic.
Yeah, I do. And I don't know, was Caesar be considered Roman?
Caesar is like, yeah, Caesar. If Caesar is not Roman, then who is?
Yeah, yeah, you're right. It's just I think I love the theme that you have in there because I've seen that happen a couple times, but I think that Iliad was and name your promo the Micheliad. I thought that was a great touch because I actually like the Iliad. Or no, it was the Odyssey that I read. I haven't got to read the Iliad yet, but I still thought it
Ilya
was
is the
a
first
great
one.
touch. Yeah, when Odysseus goes on his journey for the first time and all that stuff.
Iliad is the one that like explains Trojan War, and the Odyssey is like Odysseus on his way back home in after Trojan War.
Okay, that's what I was. Okay, yeah,
So yeah,
we read the Odyssey. Yeah,
before we move on, like the last thing I want to say about Michelle Liat, I legit put myself through sleep deprivation because I didn't think I would be able to make it in time. I went up sleepless 40 fucking hours just to beat Michelle von Orvis, and I'm not lying. You can ask Kai. I was having fucking sleep deprived hallucinations in fucking NTR group chat, and he can attest to that.
Did you?
That is the price. That is the price you have to pay to beat Michelle von Orvis, and none of you fuckers are willing to pay it, and that's why you keep getting beaten by Michelle. Let that be a lesson for you.
If you want to beat Michelle, you have to eat, not sleep, but always think about beating her for hours on end. Hell yeah!
Exactly. But even more better promo is obviously the runner-up, Jeremy Best's Good Boy promo against Danny Toner in the Grand March. A promo that saw him, Danny Toner, when he was at his hottest.
Oh boy, and I am still shocked. I thought the promo that Danny put out for the Grand March was a fucking plus. And then Dub comes out here and stuns him. Is it not a testament? Is this not a testament to Dub as a writer? Like
Exactly.
that
Like
guy
I
is
don't think I
wow.
can like I used to be the biggest Danny Toner dick sucker of all time, but even
Mhm.
I wouldn't have said that. Like Jeremy Best didn't deserve to win because he fully deserved to win. That promo is like Jeremy Best at his most vile, like most evil, most devious, most sadistic. Because like at the end, like Jeremy Best had this friendship cosmic demon entity in his mind called Bobo,
Mhm.
and like Jeremy Best's family get him a dog, and like Jeremy Best builds a good rapport with the dog, and like it seems almost like Bobo is going to take a second place to the dog, and like Bobo just keeps on influencing Best to get rid of the dog, and then he fucking gets rid of the dog, and that's also a good metaphor because like his title reign was seen as like second fiddle to the entire storyline, to what Danny was doing at the time, and it also made for like a triple layer of the metaphor because the match was a dog color match. How the fuck do you like fully think of all of that? How the fuck do you do write all of that and like not win?
Hey
Jesus
man,
fucking Christ.
when you've been around as long as Dub has been, you've seen it all. You've got experience. You got all the ideas in your head. That man is ready to throw out bangers at any time. And I love that we get to experience them each time.
And
But
that was,
okay,
I think, it's still the best promo Dop has ever written.
oh yeah, what was the? Why did they go with a dog collar match? Do you remember? I can't remember why.
We needed to come up with a good stipulation, and like some good stipulations were already done throughout the Jeremy Best title reign. And like
Mhm.
we thought that color was a fitting one because like the match was about like them running away from like proper match, right? Like they did the fucking we did the finger puck of dooms, and like Best was suggesting, oh, we should do a board game match for the title, and like dark color happened because once you're dark colored, you have to fucking fight. What are you
Yeah,
gonna do?
that's true. That's true.
That was the reason behind the stipulation, and I really wish we hadn't come up with that stipulation because fucking Dub used that to beat Danny.
I wonder how different things would be right now if Danny Connor had won at that match and walked in the back in business and got Shell versus.
We would have had dance earlier probably,
Yeah.
and yeah, it will look different. But Jeremy Best, great promo, but it wasn't the best, ironically, because it was fucking Mitsuno Kao at one. Traffic
Wow.
2's promo ad for the Golden Opportunity match at 20th anniversary show, written by Ha.
Wow.
Jesus fucking
Super glad
Christ.
I didn't have to go up against that. I remember reading it and I said, "What? Who the fuck is this?" The writing was so good. The character going and visiting his father in Tokyo, all the battles that was happening within that nightclub, or above, was it that nightclub or was it above the Tokyo Dome?
It was, yeah, I think it was Tokyo Dome. Like they were fighting all around the Tokyo Dome. There was like big
Mhm.
ass rave going on
Yes,
because like the K-pop band was like playing.
yes, there we go. I knew it wasn't a wrestling event, but I knew I was like, it's at a party or something. And the the parts that I think really made me go, "Oh, these motherfuckers are writing their asses off," is the Danny Toner coming up in the elevator, and it's the only person who can see it was Kaizen, and he's just giving the most disgusting, vile, just he's in his head, and he's not a good dude, and he's just showing it each and every time. Kaizen has to sit there and listen to Danny Toner talk his shit. You guys, each and every one of you in your promos have written your characters as the main person, but Danny Toner has in all of your promos essentially is godlike, and he's gotten cult leader status, and the way that Kaizen used that to help influence the way that his character was thinking, what was going through his mind, his emotions, all of that throughout that promo, and still being able to hit on each of his opponents as well as build a backstory that you got to really see for his character. It was just a masterclass, and there was no doubt in my mind when I submitted my votes and they said promo of the year. I said it's Kaizen's.
Yeah,
Hands down.
I'm going to admit something here. I don't think I ever see it to Kai yet. I haven't said it to Kai yet, but I think that might be my favorite promo of all time.
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
I can't think of anybody else's any other promo that I'm thinking of. I'm like, man, that one was one of the best promos I've read. I would be honest, you guys do NTR as a whole. You are throwing out promos of the year contenders left and right this year. Like,
yeah, we had
yeah,
like the top four finish. Jeremy had second. First was an NTR member. Third was an NTR member. Fourth was an NTR promo.
yeah.
And
Well,
fifth was again NTR.
speaking of characters though, and
Yeah, but
you all
how did
putting
you
out
go in
shit.
promo? What was
Oh,
your top two?
promos. Well, let me see. Mitsu no Kai was number one, and the Mariner's Revenge song was my number two. Who's
Yeah,
yours?
that's like I went Mitsunoka first and then Good Boy second. If
Yeah,
any other year, Good Boy might have been first.
yeah.
It was so good, but unfortunately it had to run run against my favorite promo of all time. Shit happens, Dub. I'm pretty
Uh,
sure you will win 1 year though.
and he'll probably win this year. He'll throw out something ridiculously amazing, and we'll be like, "Fuck, man,
He's a
Dub
great
is good."
character. These are all great
Yeah,
characters. And speaking of great characters,
let's go. It's our final award of the year, the Best Character Award. Five people ended up getting nominated, making it through the nominations to the final five, and we start things off with at number five, Chris Peacock, handled by the man with one winner vote and four runner-up votes. I think Chris Peacock will this year. He's not going to be number five. He'll be in the top two, in my opinion. This character, ridiculously well written, has such a nuance to him. Like I said, textbook narcissist. I cannot wait to see where Chris Peacock goes, especially as man is saying, "Hey, I'm kind of winding down with this character." And I think that we'll see Chris Peacock starts to see a little more desperation as he tries to get that world title back, tries to get those victories over Michelle von Horowitz. We're gonna see Chris Peacock. We're gonna see all the feathers of the peacock throughout 2026. I guarantee.
yeah, I agree with you. Like I said, like Peacock's gonna have a very different year.
Mm-hmm.
And with the new freshing up of his character, I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't top two, like you said. At four, we had
Absolutely.
Michelle von Horowitz. This might have been like one of the best MEH years in recent memory.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What do you
like
think?
he
What do you
Michelle only
think?
had like one loss. She won Counter Contendership. She became the world champion. She did the open challenges. She had great storylines, and despite all of that, only fourth.
Do you think Michelle? Do you think Michelle doesn't get as much praise as she probably should?
Yeah, I agree with you.
I think that I think that Michelle von Horowitz, when you read those promos from, she is such a onion. And when I say that, Michelle has layers. His most recent promo versus Danny Toner, where we got to see Michelle playing chess with death and having to relive those scenes that they had they've been those little scenes and scenarios they've been in previous promos. It kind of gave you an insight to just how layered that character is. And Michelle is an anti-hero. She's a bad guy. She's a good guy. Manages to SS writes that character in such a way where I can cheer for her, I can root for her, I can be on the fence about her, and I'm still interested in whatever story he's writing. Michelle von Horowitz is a top 10 character in all of e-fetting history that I've been a part of.
Very fucking high praise, but yeah, it's hard to argue against Michelle.
Mm-hmm.
She has such a long history of great feuds, great storylines, great promos. But this year, only fourth, which is fucking insane. Because at
Wow.
three, we have someone who defined being a character worker this year, and that is Aaron Harrows.
Shout out to my boy Gip. He is getting his flowers throughout this entire award season. Aaron Harrows. As I always tell everybody, I don't know her. I don't know any of Gip's characters. I don't know them. But I know Gip, and I know that Gip is a talented writer. He has fun. He tells good stories throughout his writing. I unfortunately haven't had a chance to really dive as deep into Aaron House as I may have wanted to last year, but this year I do plan on that making that one of the characters that I follow a bit more. Oz, you're a lot more familiar with Aaron. What are
Yeah,
your thoughts?
Aaron this year I think gets a lot of character votes. Got 4 votes because Gip has put in the work in terms of like getting his character over, getting his character out there in
Mhm.
shows, in segments, in Twitter, in all character work in the news and character section. Uh, he was active. He was very proactive in like putting his character out there.
Mhm.
Like he promoted the hell out of Aaron Harrows. So, and that's very respectable. He was on the grind this year. Like he was so on grind on like character wise that I think he might have like neglected promos a bit. He was like too all in on like promoting his character. which is
But see
funny,
that
but like
that's the fun of it when you have like a character who you're just like, yo, I want to build this whole entire world. He's done the foundation. Now he can build off of that and more promos as the year comes through.
yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. Then like he eventually, I think this year, especially with the Brooklyn Steiner feud, he's going to go all in on the promos because he has done a lot of work putting Aaron Harrows out there last year. Like Aaron Harrows was everywhere. He had the tag, he was in the tag division with three different teams. He had the hosting deals. He had the comedy of the BIB. He had all the comedy shit. He had the outside of show segments. What a
Hmm.
character!
What a character! I'm
I
excited.
think next year he cashes in on the hype. And like
Hell yeah.
after he does the feud with Steiner, and after that, I can see him going for one of the higher belts. Maybe an NA title shot is not out of the realm of possibilities. I would say.
Hey man, we got a new champion, so who knows? We could see a lot of fun feuds. Speaking of fun, we got our second place character of the year at Traffic Cone number 2 with 4 winner votes and 5 runner-up votes. Who would have thought that the person in a traffic cone would end up being one of the best characters of 2025? I sure didn't when it was first revealed. I thought it was ridiculous. And I was just like, this
Character
is,
of the year, man. It's the character
yeah,
work of the year. Like we all
yeah.
voted Danny. Like Danny did not only have the great character work, but he had also like big wins, big title
Hmm.
matches. Like
Hmm.
Traffic Con did all that character work as just a Doja member.
Yeah.
Like he
Can
was
I
in the
ask you?
background, still putting himself out there, still fucking shining bright. He didn't need the main event spots. He didn't need the big title
Mm-mm.
matches. He was there. He was balling his ass out. He was promoting his ass out.
Hmm.
And like when you really follow Traficon's character evolving, like his devotion to Enter, his devotion to Denny, and the reasons behind why he's like that,
Yep.
I don't think like such a great character work, insane character work. How's the goat? I can't
Truly,
say anything else about that. Even though I
truly.
voted Danny first and Traficon too.
Oh well, I mean, who didn't? We it's kind of one of those things where it's like, hey man, Danny Toner. If you didn't vote Danny Toner as character of the year, it's understandable. You may have found someone else more interesting, but I guarantee Danny Toner is one of those characters who everybody in the Fed has talked about. That character,
Yeah, the thing
wow.
about Danny's character is that I get that he's not always for anyone because he's grittier, he's like more real, and not everyone does EFED for like to see someone like battle with real nasty thoughts and do nasty shit, and I get
Mhm.
that. But like the fact that Tig writes those stuff so well that like makes him one of the best to ever do this. I would say he would
Absolutely.
be the best, but I don't fuck with him anymore, so no, he's not
Hey
the
man,
best. He's one
I'll
of
say
the best.
it for 2025, and the Fed said it too. For 2025, Tig was the best character writer of the year.
Did you go
Wow.
Danny and Traficon 1-2 punch?
Yeah, and actually, I think it's also a testament to you all as a group. You all had the best characters, had the best promos, had the best group. You guys were the best, and I challenge our writers this year to outdo NTR. NTR bullied this award season. Next year, I want to see you all step your storytelling game up, step your character work game up, step it all up. And I want this to be so hard that when we do the awards, there is no this person got 7 winner votes. I want it to be like, hey, so it came down to this person got 3 winner votes, this person got 3 winner votes, but 4 runner up, blah blah blah. I want it to be hard, and I think we can do it. I believe in us.
Yeah, I think we can do it. Do you
Yeah.
have any predictions for 2026 awards? You don't have to like give me a prediction for all awards. Just tell me like
Mhm.
3 or 5 takes that you think will happen.
I think that we are going to see title reign of the year go to it'll go to whoever is the X champion. I think the X champion division is about to heat up with this next Queen of the Death Match tournament. I think we're going to see a lot of big things happen. I think that character of the year is going to end up going to. I think it's going to go to Kaizen.
Yeah, wouldn't surprise me at all. Do you have any other predictions?
That's all I got right now. Oh, and show of the year is going to be
VIB.
and it's going to
Yeah.
be anniversary show. Not this. Well, show of the year is going to be BIB. Yeah, if we allow it. I think you guys are going to be very happy with BIB.
Yeah, my predictions are, and I'm calling my shot right now. Best character Nova Diamond. Best promo Nova Diamond promo against Danny Toner at Back in Business Night 2 main event. Best feud Danny Toner Nova Diamond. Let me check what else is there. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Best tag team, probably Vox. Best group, I don't know. Every group is fucking retired. It might be fucking nephews for all I know, because everyone is gone. OMG Award, Nova Diamond retires Danny Toner. Best storyline, Nova Diamond torments Danny Toner. Best title reign, Nova Diamond with the World Championship. Best non-mod, Oz. Most handsome mod, CBK. Best match, Nova Diamond Danny Toner at BIB Night 2 main event. Best show, Warehouse. Most improved, might be Nick again, I don't know. Or Haru, like is Haru a good shout?
Yeah,
One of the
I think
newbies.
so. I think so. Yeah, I think that's a good show.
Best rookie. I'm feeling Haru right now, but it's like too early in the year. Return of the year, Chris Kennedy, lock that in.
Ooh. Okay. You know I want to see Jiggy again, so I'll be happy for that. Hell yeah.
Said, I'm calling my shot in all of those. At the end of the year, you might mock me if I don't win. And you will
I'm
be.
definitely gonna mock you.
Be fully within your rights to mock me, but I'm gonna do it all. 2026, I'm doing it. In the immortal words of Chris Peacock, this fat as fuck. I'm here. I'm taking it all.
Right on. Well, hey man, this has been what? Let me see how long we've been going.
3 hours.
You guys have been fed for
3 hours.
3 hours. You better not ask us for shit for the rest of the quarter. But just know that we will be coming back with a special episode here here soon, sooner rather than later. We won't make it one episode a year. We'll try and do another one. But this has been
last year.
Yeah, last year. Ooh. We'll definitely do more. We'll try and do more, but if life, we got lives outside of here. But this has been a hell of an episode of Break It Down. As always, I'm your co-host CBK, along with the amazingly talented Oz, who's going to win every big award next year. And if you have something that you think that we should break down, or if you want to come on and you want to break it down with us about a promo, storyline, a show, anything like that, feel free to reach us in our DMs. My DM is Comeback Kid. Oz's DM is, guess you guessed it, Oz.
What is it? If you're going to reach me on Discord, it's Sasquatch. But if you're going to reach me on the forum, it's Ozymandias.
Hell yeah. All right. And this has been another episode of Break It Down. All right, how do I sound?